Oftentimes, 20s and 30s are the most interesting part of a person's life. But however, it comes with its own crisis, uncertainties, and you can name it all. But if not well managed, could lead to negative effects. My name is imaclaudtv, and this is the Cake Munch Hangout here on imaclaudtv. And I'm your host, hanging out with some amazing, interesting, beautiful people. And we'll be talking about millennial crisis, transition to growth, or a path to depression. So let's go find out who these beautiful, amazing people are and munch the yummy cake. Hanging out with me, I have with me on my right, Sheyi, Adeshola, Sofiri,
Julia,
Jessica. So it's an interesting moment we are having here. Thank you guys for coming. I don't know how to say thank you, but thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's very, what I really find interesting that you guys are here is that we are all in this together, and that makes us feel comfortable. So first of all, what is really what is really this quarter life crisis? Like from your own perspective, what is really quarter life crisis?
I think quarter life crisis is when maybe you see your friends achieving certain things and certain goals, and you believe you should have gotten there with them, but you don't realize that you're on your own race and you're on your own pace, and you're trying to catch up to people who are maybe they have
You're trying to catch
better
up.
financial backing, so their dreams are coming quicker than you. But even if you spend time trying to gather yourself, and you can always, get
For me, I think what I can call quarter life crisis is that period where you're trying to discover yourself, your purpose, trying to see if you fit in. You know, one of those things, and it's really a state where it affects women. I mean, one of my major life crisis or quarter life crisis, or I am still going through that crisis, was when I was trying to relocate to Lagos, leave my parents' house after NYC, and come here and stay there. It was not built. Several times, I felt like carrying my bag and running back to my parents' house. Because number one, the stress of searching for a job. And again, one of the crises I faced was leaving my parents' house and getting to stay all by myself. Because number one, I have to think of feeding myself, clothing myself, my income, because I can't still recalling my parents. So that period, that was one major, crazy, annoying crisis. I'm still going through mine. But I just want you guys to just share what was the major life crisis you?
I think for me it's a phase where I go through series of excitement, expectations, and having to just overload on them, So that's what I feel for me like.
Just get it that you want to say something.
Basically what you've been saying, it's a high and low moment. Get into that point where you're like, oh my god, I'm grown now, I have to do this for myself, I have to do that for myself. Nobody to look up to, I'm 20 to go through life.
Yeah, and I think it's really is that period of your life. It's usually in your 20s and your early 30s, because in that moment you're like, I want to make my life good. My life has to be better. And in that period, it's like the whole world is kicking you fish. Just like everything is just coming against you, and you're trying really hard to figure it. But do we really think that young people, like from a scale of 1 to 10, do people really go through this life?
I'd say most people go through, but everyone's going through something regardless. Like what I might be going through might not be that great to you. Like it depends on the individual. Technically, like mine can just be, oh, I'm going to fail that exam, and then it gets me really anxious and I get really stressed out. But you might know what, like if I tell you, oh, I'm stressing about the exam, you can be like, it's just an exam. But is it just an exam to me? Like I feel like we kind of weigh ourselves and compare ourselves to others, and that's like a huge downfall for most people.
Well, if you ask me, looking at it, I think to start with, midlife crisis to me is how you handle the different blows that life deals to you, and how that affects you moving forward from that point on.
Okay.
For example, some people, from the way they lose a loved one or a parent, a happy side might just, a happy door in their life just closes and become just cold and mean, and they allow that define the rest of their journey through life. For some other people, it might be somebody just said the wrong thing to them, that they are fat, and the next thing, am I really fat? You know, they go the spiral out. They spiral into, you know, they start, and that I think literally is the problem with midlife crisis. The part where we get to overthink that situation, forgetting truly well that the answer to any problem we have is here and here. And when we lose track of that part, that we actually have the answers, and we don't believe that it's looking at the next person's solution and we're getting into it. Try that. Then that person now makes another mistake with that person, like, no, he goes to go, let me try, please, I need advice now. There's actually no good way to do it. There's only your way. If you don't fail, you can't actually get better.
Yeah, and I also think that, you know, our different lifestyles can make or mar us. Like, whatever we are thinking of ourselves, we should not in any way compare to what the other person like. So you say every man on his own race or his own way and stuff. Like, so we can use social media as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, so there's this girl on Instagram. She has a latest bag and she doesn't put this new shoes and stuff. And you're looking at your own and like, I've wearing this for like 3 months, and then you're comparing yourself to somebody that has a like maybe a 6-figure, you know, earning job and stuff, and you're trying to compare, and then I think this is where most of, like, especially ladies, we fall into, and we start asking, how can we make the next big dough, and then we have different options, including the bad and worse and ugly. I don't think the good comes in. I think the good comes in sometimes.
So basically, apart from all these life scenarios, so I want us to be more practical, because me, I like relating. Yes, I need to be more practical. Have you gone?
I'm having one right now. Everyone else has cake, and my cake is finished. That's right. I'm having a crisis. I'm comparing. I don't want your solution. I will find my solution. I'm listening.
Is this quarter life to midlife crisis is a transitional state for every human? I think everybody experiences it. Depends on what you're passing through. And during that stage, you have a lot of emotional changes. What you might experience, not what I'm going to experience. Maybe I'll lose a loved one in death. Maybe having problems with finance. Someone having problems with achieving relationship. And I find out that from 20s to 30s, people when you question them, they have this. They are not sure of what they are actually looking for. Because in their relationship, they are not sure.
So basically, so basically, from what you're saying now, life crisis is actually a path or a transition for growth.
I
agree with what everyone has said, but like you asked the question, you said, is it like on a scale of 1 to 9? What
are the percentage of African millennials that go through life crisis?
When we talk about Nigeria now, let's look at Nigeria. Most of our generation would love to leave this country. That's how bad it is.
Like the country is messed up, everybody just wants to run away.
And that alone can cause a depression, and that alone can cause people to, fall into depression.
But if you're not working,
So in that sense, it is not a transition from growth. It's a path to depression.
It mostly leads to majority leads to depression, because like depression is basically seeing no hope. And you can say you've scaled a certain hurdle. Let's say your parent died, or you had a job loss, or you had something, you scaled that hurdle. But when you now look at the further hurdle, like, okay, even though I've been able to cope with this pain, even though I've been able to find some, maybe other family gathered around me, people are telling me it's not that bad. But really,
let's be more practical. Tell me one life crisis you've been through and you were able to grow. Did the life crisis, did it make you to grow, or it made you depressed?
Well, I've been through a life crisis, definitely, and it made me depressed.
Okay, it didn't make you grow, it made you depressed.
For a while, until I found hope. When I found hope.
So what was that? What was that feeling? Tell me what.
The depression.
Yes. How did it start? Because I feel life crisis happens to everybody, but it's how you handle it. Because for most people, it makes them grow. For most people, it makes them depressed. So for you, how did you come to that place of depression, facing your life crisis?
Like I said, depression is basically having no hope.
How did you get to that place of no hope?
Life circumstances, like Shay said, blows of life, they're going to come in you. So this one is coming, relationship, dating relationship or something, your girlfriend.
The girl breaks your heart. The girl breaks your heart.
Yeah, something like that. The girl breaks your heart.
And you made you depressed.
Yeah, that can be.
Wait, a girl breaks your heart and made you depressed.
Yeah.
So what was your own chronic depression?
It was clinical depression.
Clinical
Are
depression.
you trying to make one say it was crying?
Like, immediately after NYC, I had terrible experience. Terrible experience. Before I came to Lagos,
Yeah.
that was okay. Then when I came to Lagos, everything was still fine. When I came outside the camp, everything became crazy. It was something else. I was living in a different world, you know. Now I got to play the PP place, then suddenly they rejected me. You know how those stories are.
Yeah.
And you're new to Lagos, you don't have anybody. Kept moving around from one place to other. I always stayed more than 5 places.
I can relate to that story actually.
Until where I am now. Now where I finally got PP, I was working perfectly, I was doing everything well. In fact, they were about employing me. And I wrote the exam. Unfortunately, I didn't pass it after paying lots of money. Then I didn't get the job I was supposed to get in the company.
Because of the exam?
No, because of the exam.
Okay.
I needed the exam as an upgrade.
Okay. Self-promotion.
Yes.
Olabisi Onabanjo University, when I got into Olabisi Onabanjo University, it was one of the most hardcore universities.
Wow.
It was known as Usu Nakufu. And Usu is not the place that you wear the wrong color and step on the street. You get slapped. Just because you look good, they slap you.
Wow.
Just because you dress fine, you collect your shoe. It was premium, not like the Ecomas and this thing, but for this side of the country, it was tough. I experienced 4 years. I got beat up. I got obtained.
They had like a student number and everything. But it was
now this is the thing. They told me that my student number was being shared with another person on that campus.
Are you serious?
And this was in my final year.
Final year.
Yeah.
That's like you.
Wow.
Now this is the thing. I literally was meant to have been the youngest graduate in the house at the time. But I finished according to that calendar. But now I couldn't. First thing I graduated. After that, I didn't just go to school for about like 3 years. Because, I mean, why am I going back to school? What do I need school for? I just spent 4 years being bullied, slapped around. So now, I saw people, a lot of people lost their lives. I was still alive. The next thing he told me, I spiraled out. I lost my mind. Even when I was walking out of the school premises that day, everybody from the registrar to whoever was in his office got a piece of me because I was Lord God Almighty, I was pissed. And to be, in all honesty, I'm still almost in that frame of depression since that time up until now, even if I already finished school because it had its own blow that it had to me. I felt what I was meant to have achieved, I couldn't. It messed with me a lot. And the fact that I didn't have to go to school for 3 years after that really slowed me down. Because I left secondary school before my mid-self. I entered like a year before then because something in day in my head. So.
And this when you're all graduates.
They were still in secondary school when I even entered.
No, I mean, but after the 4 years,
a bunch of them already started graduating, started working, traveling for masters. And me, in all honesty, I was just there, sitting down on my ass and saying I'm not going to school. Then, across the line, a different encounter. And me, I will say I'm not a conformist in the sense that I don't believe in 9 to 5s. I think it's modern day slavery. So I believe in working for yourself and earning your own. Fine, go and work for somebody else to get a certain level of experience. Fair enough.
Capital.
Yeah, capital. But even at that, you should not let things like capital still hold you back from what you actually want to do. I'm still keep in mind that, in all honesty, our parents' generation failed us. Because they forced us into a shape that we all were not supposed to go into. They did not wait for us to. They did not allow us to bloom or show a certain path that we would have wanted to. And exactly, and then.
But I think they didn't.
No, it's not that.
I think it's over time.
Well, it's the system. Let's put it as the system. The system in
Fathers
itself.
passing the baton
Exactly.
And they keep on passing it.
And they just thought that was the way for every other child, and really it wasn't. So for me now handling that part was just basically glory be to God and me just having to be me. Every time I try someone else's solution, it's always messed up, and it's pained me even more. That I tried this guy, you know what? this guy don't do like this. This guy don't. Oh boy, the guy don't move going well, so and I still there in my house. So what kind of,
Yeah.
It was affecting me in different ways. If I try to talk to a girl, I used to think, the girls everybody look say you never go to school, you illiterate. And what
I can imagine.
and God be great, but just be, I think I had swag that time, but I was doubtful of myself.
Yes, I go leisure.
I fresh off the blog, 18 blogs. Everything was there, lyrics in the mouth, daddy was giving boy, young boy. After a while, everything just hit the brick wall, daddy say, no school, no pay.
Wow.
Mommy said, say, young boy, your holiday has come to your house. But they said that's not if I like going out to work. I used to work at the paintball field at the Beach because man got job. You know what I mean? But that was how the way I was dealing with it was looking for things to do and other ways to improve myself. Part of the things I suffered from that entire school thing is right now I can't hold up a book for up to an hour and read it straight.
So basically, you're here today and saying the school. But to come down to this section, we are all dealing with stuff. But the good thing is that we are here now. So what can we really say that is that thing we are doing or this particular thing I do that's keeping my mind busy? Because sometimes I scream. I'll just go to one corner and I'll just
That's how
yes, I literally
Well, for me, I talk.
Wow.
That's one way I handle it.
That works.
I find that after a period when I bottle everything in, I just lose taste, my surroundings and everything. I'm not interested in anything, and then I just want to be in my own corner and doing my own thing.
But that's
and
isolation.
it's really not healthy.
And
then I
it's
know I'm
pressure.
thinking, So what I do is I talk.
You talk.
I call my friends. We just talk about. Sorry to say, sometimes it's like it's ugly what you're going through. It's like you don't want people to know this part of you. But really, people are going through worse, right? And the only way you find out is when you share yours. And then the person just opens up as well. And then it's therapeutic. Everybody's just sharing things, and then do you feel better?
You feel better.
I'll see.
So for you feel better when you talk. What about you people? Sorry. When you go through this your life crisis, the good thing is that you're still standing.
Okay, I don't allow myself being isolated. Like being alone is very dangerous. Evil thoughts creep into your heart easily when you're alone. So I call friends, I play games, I try to read book, I watch movies, I go out. It helps a lot because the longer you stay in an idle room, there's a certain thing you might even kill yourself. Yeah. So that's what I do.
What about you? How do you handle it?
For me, it's quite the other way around because reverse psychology works pretty much for me. So, like what I do for myself when I'm experiencing a creative burnout, I just go outside and have a conversation with the wind. I can get.
Tell me your life crisis. You're talking the wind. I want to know.
No.
Because you're not being. See,
Okay, so
we are trying to be real here. So
Yeah.
basically, we're trying to just share our own life crisis in order to make other people feel that you're not alone. So what is your own life crisis? Did it lead you to do that? How?
No, you just hit me with that.
Yes, I actually want to hit you.
Yeah, there you go.
What was your own life crisis?
For me, unlike everybody else, I didn't go to school. It started when I was.
You didn't go to school. You didn't also.
Yeah, but you went through school.
She went through school. Oh, you later went back to school.
That's why they sell.
I didn't know.
Wow.
Mine's
Oh, you're very smart. This girl, first of all, this girl, she's a blogger, she's a writer, she's a digital marketer, she has written a book. She has a book. Actually, no, go to school, So basically, tell us what.
No, school is ridiculous.
School is not for everybody.
Yeah, no, school is not a. Someone put the school together and said this is a qualification. You can qualify yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in
Don't
it.
live off of someone else's.
Yeah, that's someone else's.
No, what I'm saying,
you know,
what I'm
Martin
saying,
there,
like, she didn't go to school.
Nah. It might be an
Leonard did not
they
go
can't history.
to
You're not aware.
four walls of school, but this girl is smart. If you're around this girl, you'll be feeling like you're not a hard worker. Like seriously.
Because I think when somebody is depressed, what they need is another person, definitely another person who has been through. Because either been through, it can even be your mate. It doesn't have to be someone that's older than you. It can be someone that is your age mate or someone that's your set or something. Well, I've also been through this. And someone that can impact courage and hope in you. Because this is one thing my mentor says. My mentor says, you can have two people and they are both broke. and they both have 0 naira. But one person has a vision and sees his future.
For me in particular, sometimes when I'm faced with all of these challenges, for me, there is no way I will use this my mouth to confess the reality of my situation. Like I really don't do that. Like even if I am down, I am heartbroken, I am feeling all of that, I just go and stand in the mirror and I start confessing positive to my life. The truth is that it doesn't change the reality of my situation at that moment. But what it does, it makes me have this mental strength that okay, listen, you're gonna get through this stuff. You know, because I feel what really makes people run into this place of when they are going through their life crisis, and instead of it to grow them, it takes them to the path of depression. It's because they really don't see things outside that state where they are going through. Secondly, what I do, they help me through my life crisis. That even when I'm depressed or it still helps me to grow, I read books. I try to get interesting books that I know will feed my life crisis.
There are many things that can help everyone.
Yeah. So for you, what is it?
I'll just find a new challenge.
Yeah.
I'll find something.
Something that keeps breaking you. That's
you do so many things.
I'll keep finding something new to do.
Website, you
I will still find something to do.
You write, you make face cap.
That's why I say I'll find something new to do.
Whenever
sometimes I'm like, I should have a pen. I'll say, but no, I'm serious. I'll be like, I should have a pen. I remember before I bought the car, I was walking, I had the money, but I was like, I'm in the sun. I'm like, people in cars are enjoying it. And I said, okay, how can I buy something and sell it with profit to get me closer to So I just I'll use the small capital for the car to buy. I'll invest it in something else and try
to lose it up.
Get so that's what
I'll say you've not gotten chronic life crisis.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like every time I feel low, every time I feel a bit low, I say okay, what else can you do?
Okay, all these ideas make sense. I think it depends on you. Last year I lost my dad, and because I felt like I wanted to rush out of it, like I didn't want to feel any sadness, I just wanted to force my way out of it. I think that made it worse for me. So I think you actually have to deal with it, and it depends on how you deal with it. You can spiral down and go into deep depression, where you can actually talk to someone or do whatever it is that you can do to shake yourself up. Or if you can even be for like a tiny moment, if you let yourself go, it can be the difference between depression and just plain old anxiety. Literally, because you literally need to do something. So your reaction is what decides like you go into depression or will you transform.
So what did you really do with that? Because seriously, I've never lost a loved one so close to me, so I might not really understand. The only loved one that I've lost really close to was my mentor. In fact, God bless the soul of Pastor English. So when she died, I felt like, okay, what am I going to be talking to? Because she was the only one that I talked to. I can't really understand. So I'm not saying I want to put myself in your shoes because I don't want to lose anybody. But what practical things do you really do? Because there are lots of people out there that have lost loved ones.
I tried a lot of things. I tried being by myself. I tried talking to my friends. I tried seeing a therapist because it's almost like you don't even know, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Even if I wasn't close to my dad, I still felt it. And like talking to people really helped me.
But you always
like
talk to people.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, like kind of.
Yes,
I'm an introvert kind of. So it was kind of really hard for me to actually open up to. I find it really hard.
Yes, and I have something to say. You know, people are always saying, talk to people.
It's not easy.
Me, I am scared
to talk about your problem.
Yes. I have trust problem. So even if I'm talking to them, I'm not giving you the whole gist. So really, for me, that talking to someone doesn't always work because I have trust problem to open up and tell people.
Listening to podcasts, listening to music, there's some like very uplifting podcasts. Like there are some that really helped me. This Stephen Furtick guy, Sean Furtick from Elevation Church. Like he has some podcasts and like if you just speak to you and just like wait, this is me, this is my life. I'm in charge of it. If I die tomorrow, no one's gonna go down the grave with me. So it's either I stay here and just spiral down, or I get up and make it. Because time isn't waiting for me.
I think human beings more or less float towards negative news than positive. Like now,
negative is always news.
Bad PR is the best kind of PR regardless. Because what it is, Shay was caught with 5 girls in the junction all naked. You know, people will look at that more than if they put Shay came up with a new invention for this or there's a new solution for that.
It's not
it's a very poor mindset.
Like a real life case that happened to me. I usually have veins all over my hand, like when I work out and stuff. And so I posted a picture and I was like, yeah, and that's what I said, oh, look at all those veins. Ew. I was like, yo man, that's the evidence of life and energy flowing through me. The person kept quiet for like 2 minutes. I was like, okay. Yeah, like, I made you think about it, like hard life and everything, right? You know, so it's like accepting yourself. Like every time, I still do it till today. That every time when I wake up in the morning, I just tell myself like, Julia, I love you for who you are. I forgive you. I accept you. You know, I'm always proclaiming that. I'm always professed like.
You always confess. Actually, yeah, that's social
yeah,
life. So good right now.
Yeah.
So you've gone through your phases of depression, and you've gone through your phases of life crisis, depression, and now, or are you still going through?
Yeah, but I think it's till you. I
don't
don't
know.
know. But different things will pop up.
Because it's part of what makes you.
Yeah, but you just learn and then you handle it better, like as time goes on and all that.
Okay, the last person.
Okay, well, what exactly do you want to find out about?
Okay, I'm like your own crisis. Was it a transition to growth? Because our topic is millennials.
Well, yes.
Crisis, your transition to growth or
yes, mine definitely was growth. I experienced depression. Multiple times, different times. Because of trying to start a business, it's crumbling, trying this idea, it crumbled, disappointment. Yes, I did face depression. But I always remembered one thing, because it's one thing I'm sure my close friends don't tell myself, I'm the greatest of my time and I'm still going to do. I don't care what anybody thinks, Africa is my place to take forward. So in the background, that's a mantra of mine that just comes to my share. Because when I was small, I read the Bible back to front.
wow.
And my best part of the Bible was the story of David.
Story of David, yes, I find that.
David and then Solomon.
Okay.
From small, I always told myself I'm going to be the wisest of them, just like Solomon, and I'm going to be the greatest, just like David. Putting those two together gives you the ultimate leader. So, and that is basically what has been my own mindset. David will not go down like this. Solomon no for don't die like this. Solomon had 1,000 women in his life. And wow, he really was the wisest man. He really was the wisest man because when he came to handle 1,000 women.
What's that guy? No joke.
No, he
He's the wisest.
I'm planning on going 1001.
He's a sharp guy. That we should read.
Yeah, man.
1002.
No, I ain't about that. Like, you know, so.
If you want to woo a woman, just do something.
Yeah.
If you want to woo a woman,
Yes,
do Solomon. Because it does those kind of things I had in the back of my mind. Now this is where I am aiming at something. You can't just have. So for you enjoy strength supernaturally.
I don't even enjoy strength.
You draw inspiration from the Bible.
Well, I would say from everything, from every experience I've had. I've drawn experience from her as well. I've drawn experience from my dad, from my mom, my brothers, my sisters. Because in different ways I've seen I'm the last of all the children from my house. I was 10. So to me I'm like the embodiment of all 9 of them, plus my mom and dad all up in me. So yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, it's more or less there are about like 12 different people within me and I am the custodian of all those entities. So there's no how I will not be great. So now for me to not allow a no here to knock me down. Nah. Or I'm here because someone said I know the guy is not, or because you're not doing your job right, or that's not, you can never do this, you can never do that. No. Because when I'm suffering, those people that say those things are not suffering.
Yeah. You're the only one
I'm the only person going through that thing myself. So you don't know how it hurts. I might cut myself with the blade, not feel pain. You will, and you might scream. And you might reverse my pain. So, you know what I mean? Feel free to share your advice, but don't impose
your advice
on me.
Exactly.
Don't like that.
Don't come and say, this is how it has to be cut. No. You went through your shortcomings because you are you. You can never be you. You can't be less you than you already are. You can only be, you are the person you. Let me put it that way, you are the true you. So You have to be unique, and I'm unique. Okay, blow 1, black eye, let's go. Blow 2, second black eye, let's go.
Yeah, you just keep on going.
You
give that.
I use everybody around me to get through it. I use experiences to get through it, and I made sure to always remember that every solution is here. It is not outside. It is not within. It is not in another person's hand. The Bible has lots of things that can help. Painfully, I don't read as well as I used to. If not, I've been on Power You that have multiple books. The Alchemist, and a couple of other books that actually opened my mind. So a solution to people is don't just go off thinking nobody else can help. You have to take a risk for the solution to
You have to fail first.
You have to fail, you know that exactly. If something I say, like, if you don't fail, how else will you know that you're going to get it right next time?
Yeah.
You're not going to learn. If you're just waiting on someone else's experience, and it's because that's what happened to. It's because that's what happened to you. Will not live your life.
Okay, guys, it's been an amazing talk. Like amazing. I've learned so much from Jessica, Ibin, Julia. So what I've really picked in, imagine what I've really picked in. For Jessica has to make sure that she talks to people. Like she has to talk, and she tries so hard not to isolate herself. And for Ibin has to read books. Like, is that more, correct me if I'm wrong. For you have to read a book to be able to get through your.
I write my problems out.
You write your problems out.
Yes,
So apart from writing problems out, do you also write solutions? Do you also write out things that you've seen?
You can actually find solution for yourself.
It's like you write your problem out and then you start tackling it again.
Yes.
Once you identify it,
You start
then you can face it.
like I said earlier, I don't isolate myself.
Yeah,
When I'm sad,
you have to read books
and meet people. Talk to
write.
people.
Okay. And for you,
I isolate myself alone.
for you, no, I'm trying to get the strength. For you had to, there was something pushing you to be able to get through those times, right? So like someone telling you, take this direction, take this direction.
I think that my loneliness, my times of loneliness is my moment of creation.
Creation.
So
It's
I
like
just
just
know.
found enough voice being very lonely.
Yeah. So my intuition is like my twin. You know, I always just listen to.
Okay. And for you had to get the mentor.
Yeah.
The mentor helped you through your process of life.
No, I have to stretch a hand out at somebody.
Okay, stretch your hand and somebody
That's
grab your hand.
somebody got my hand. Basically, that's what it is. It's not as if I said I'm going to get a mentor. But getting a mentor is also definitely fine.
Okay. And for you had to
I always find something new.
challenging to do to just push it. And for you, Adeshola, you had to talk to someone, right?
Yeah.
And for you, just to yourself from a hole. So we've come to the end of the show, guys. And to wrap up everything, the truth is that we all have like different scenarios. My own experience is very from yours. Everybody has a different life crisis, but it all depends on how you can handle it. And my few tips I'm going to be issuing out for you to be able to handle your own life crisis. I have a place of 2 interesting books here. This is Just to Do by Betty Abel. She's the CEO of Genevieve Magazine. These are very interesting books. I'm going to read out some tips she gave out here because she went through chronic depression that almost led to suicide. Number 1 tip I'll be giving out here is find reasons to live. Sometimes you might know you don't even know why you're living. Or just find, even if it's one thing, just find one thing to live for. And secondly, I'm going to be giving you another tip from JOYCE, MEYER. I inherited this book from my mom since 2003, yeah? Okay, 2013, I read it with my mom, and it has been a help. So I'm going to be reading, and I'll put this in the description box below. When you begin to feel that the battle of the mind is just too difficult, and what you aren't good, and you're not going to make it, then you must be able to cast down that kind of thinking. Because basically this is the battlefield of the mind. Your thought somehow becomes your reality. If you're always thinking, I'm not worthy, I'm a failure, I can't get to truth light, without a matter of time, it becomes your reality. But when you're able to subdue those thoughts, and sometimes you're not able to do it by yourself, you need someone to help you, or you need God to help you get through this challenging time. And you better find yourself in a depressed mode. Don't stay down for too long. In as much as you are in that state, find resources, find books. If you're a Christian, go to church, find messages, put yourself in a situation. Funny enough, social media is my way of venting when I go through my downtimes. Yes, I go to Google. I have specific pages that that I go to. Peace Hiding. She's always on this faith building stuff. And when I go and I read her posts and her comment, I'm uplifted. I go to GoCast and I see people's stories that they've been through worse situation. I'm uplifted. I go on social media. I see my great lady I admire so much. I like Oba Review. I like Moaputu. I also love Marifolio. And these people's story are really, really amazing. Marifolio was coming from a very no hope, you know. Jim Ovie, the CEO of Zenith, he has an amazing story. So I read biographies, so just to help them. These are my tips I'm giving out that can help you through any of the process. And I really hope that you don't feel you're alone. I really hope that you're able to understand that we all are young people and we go through this situation and we're not alone. And there's always hope for tomorrow. So do not allow your life crisis to lead you path to depression, but basically let it be a transition for you to grow. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show and I'll catch you next time on Keep Munch on imaclaudtv. Bye.
Bye.
And yummy cake.